You advance.
So I can advance her now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You're a good berserker.
Well, that's why I was asking. I don't think she could take another mail roll because she already
If
took
it's
one.
not in her book, she can't.
Well, she has one that lets her take a mail roll, but she can't
You've
take it
already
twice.
taken it, yeah.
Right.
You've
Well,
already
that's
picked
what I
that
mean.
one.
She's already taken that. So I can take one from another female roll, which it seems like bullshit, but I'm pretty sure there's another one that can take another roll, so I could loop through it, but that feels like horseshit, so I'm probably
If
not.
you want to do that, go ahead. I don't know that there... I think that move is already underneath the Shield Maiden.
I thought one of them had take one from a male roll, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna look through.
There is, I think it's the matriarch that can do that.
Really?
Yeah, I
Matriarch.
really thought.
I think that's just a basic male move, though.
I don't know. Let's check. Where is she?
I don't know.
Maybe it's not.
I'm honestly not certain.
Maybe I thought it was Shield Maiden that could take a male move.
Yeah. That's what we were saying. I've
Okay.
already done that.
Oh, okay, then I don't think there's another.
I will tell you next time around we do this, because I hope we do this again sometime. I'll be playing either a male or female farmer, basically, something completely not what I've been playing so far, just to get the sense of how that works.
You could pick She-Wolf
At the,
underneath the woman.
yep, you found the one that I had marked before. I was going through my notes. That's the other one that I had.
Now I'm thinking of that fucking weird-ass Shakira music video where she's like doing the stop-motion dancing, and I'm like, what is this? I guess the song's good, but this video is horrifying. Alright, so obviously we're back, guys. They're building characters real quick, so it might take us a little while. And I guess if I don't want to interrupt you guys making characters, but if you want to do this, like another short run of this in the future, you should probably talk about it after the game about dates. So, some of you may know that I'm trying to get a game of Night Witches set up on Monday night, but it's not looking great. I only have one respondent, and I think it's Tyler. I know Thor said he had some stuff coming up, and I know that Ben can't make it.
At least next Monday, yeah. I'm not sure about the one following it.
Oh, really? Let's talk afterwards. My son, what I got from it was that you couldn't play anymore at all. But if you can play, we might just delay Night Witches a week.
I would really like to play Night Witches, and it's just next Monday is because after I'm actually going to be running another game right after APCon, which basically is, it'll be so many days of gaming. The game might be finished before we start this time, but I'll probably be too exhausted to get any good role playing in after a couple after I've got 10 days before next Monday. I have set up about 10 games, possibly more, and most of them during the weekend at APCon. So
I just got a fucking mail from somebody that's like, oh, hey, at APCon, can I run something other than Roll20? And I'm like,
why are you sending this now?
It literally says that on the fucking form. When you fill it out, it's like, let us know if you're not using Roll20.
Do it early.
Oh, God. Alright, so that's another disaster in the waiting. I'm gonna do something real quick.
So, alright, I decided on my advancement.
Let's talk about it.
I'm gonna take Rebellious. The incorrectly spelled Rebellious, I think. Doesn't it have 2 L's?
Yeah, it should, right?
Yeah, thought so.
What book is it from?
It's from Shield Maiden. It's one of hers.
Alright, what's it let you do?
Alright, when you do something that challenges the established order, roll young. On a 10+, you do it, and the order will no longer be the same. On a 7 to 9, you do it this once, but the interdiction remains. On a miss, you're put back in your place, perhaps with further consequences.
Interesting. That does sound a lot like your character.
All right.
Yeah, I think it falls in line with the shenanigans she's been up to.
Shenanigans. Hey, what's the name of that bar?
That one you go to all the time? With all the stuff on the wall?
Alright, so, Thor, who are you playing?
Oh, me? I will be playing playing a man from the Christian side of the village that we sort of accidentally, brutally split up into a civil war. And his name, trying to come up with a good sort of Irish. This would be
His name's Bolaf Bolafson, son of Bolaf.
That's the problem. I'd have no problem with coming up with an Icelandic name, but this is supposed to be a freed slave, basically. So it's like, I need a 900.
Rorik O'Ranahan.
Rorik O'Hanahan. I'll go with it. I'll just go with it. Rorik O'Hanahan.
Rorik O'Ranahan.
I like it. Or at least I'm sticking with it.
One day he will be the head of the O'Hanahan family in Boston. Where, in a bar where someone says that the Red Sox suck, he explodes in a nuclear fire, causing the end of days that led to Fallout, the series.
Unfortunately, I doubt he will live long enough to do that, as he has come here to town with the sole intention of murdering Gurney.
Alright, so you are starting play as a Christian, correct?
Yes.
Which gives you Christian moves.
Oh, really?
Are you a priest of the White Christ?
Not really, no.
Okay, so you cannot preach that gospel. Pick which 3 of the White Christ moves you would like to take.
Oh, damn. Where's that?
I will put it in Roll20.
Thank you.
For you to pick, and then I will say it out loud so the audience knows what's up. When you accept the gospel of the White Christ, choose 3 more or all. You must free all of your Christian slaves, but not necessarily your pagan slaves.
Don't have any? Let's do that. Okay.
Call off your blood feud. You can't pick something that you don't have, man. Call off your blood feuds. You can say
Not
your
gonna
honor
happen.
is in serving Christ if they question it, and that's that. That was used to good effect by Simonder and team. You can tell the gods in face to erase any and all bonds they have with you. Erase any and all bonds you have with gods and fates. You cannot swear by pagan oaths. You cannot eat horse flesh, and you can learn to preach the gospel yourself.
I cannot eat horse flesh. I'll tell the gods to erase any bonds they have with me, which are... But so many of these things I don't have as a new character.
You can choose... you only need to choose 3, so...
Well, I can't eat horse flesh. I don't have any bonds with the gods. They don't have any bonds with me. I don't have any slaves.
You can say your honor is in serving Christ. You can not swear pagan oaths and not eat horse flesh. Boom.
Okay.
Or you can learn how to preach.
I can do that. I've already got from the playbook I'm playing. I already don't have any honor, so it can't be called into question.
That sounds legit.
Because I'm a murderous zealot.
Yeah, you're a monster.
Yeah.
And the thing about Monster, it was actually written by one of the authors of Dungeon World, Sage Latora.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, let's talk about it, Monster. You're different.
Oh, yeah.
Physically or socially as an outcast, not only an outlaw, formerly excluded from the community, but something else entirely. Some people say you're not human at all. But the truth of the matter is it is concealed from everyone, perhaps even from you. Either way, in their eyes, you don't look or act like men or women should. What is your appearance, sir or madam?
I have an unkempt, fiery, crazed look about me. Fiery red hair. That dark, shifty-looking face on a powerful body, as I've clearly been working out, but and you see all these sort of scars, ritual scarifications upon myself. Imagine sort of what was the name of that albino from that ridiculous movie, Da Vinci Code? Only a lot more buff and with actual scars showing from his flagellation.
So
and fiery red
this
hair.
So different. I'm seeing Alan Tudyk, who you might know as the pilot from Firefly. I'm seeing him in A Knight's Tale with red hair.
Any way we can make this more like A Knight's Tale is even better.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. I like that one.
You're like a fire. You're like, ah, I'll thump you. I'm Irish. Rick.
Yep.
All right.
With my strange clothes, ragged furs, and a bloodied knife. This is all I begin with.
Let's talk about stats.
Oh, I have +0 to versed. I wish I could put it at less because I'm really not that bright. I put my wandering stat into young to get that to +2. I have -1 to gendered because I apparently don't behave like men should. And of course, being the weirdo I am, I have +1 to weird.
Okay. You have the enemy move.
Yep, when I
And the
take
dishonored
something
move.
from someone, gain a bond with them, my actions are never considered honorable, and my honor is never in question. And I have one more, which is Night Stalker. When I tempt fate in darkness, take +1.
It's a good thing it's night.
Yep. Well, I was always planning if I had to bring this character out to
But the night is dark and full of terrors.
terrors.
No.
that this character would be doing his thing at night.
All right. Let's talk about Grim Olsen 2. What's happening over there? Who you playing?
So I've decided that I'm going to play Hildred Steindaughter, Grimm's now former wife, although she doesn't know that. And she is with Heidi Holdbasin, with her family leading them to safety.
And don't forget Olaf Olafsson Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Olaf Olafsson Jr.
I feel
And-
like this could be an animated cartoon. It's like Heidi it's like Heidi Holdbasin and Hilda Steindaughter and kids, and then it's like and
Just like-
Olaf.
It's like the Brady Bunch where they've all got a little square.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Zoidberg.
Well, yeah, there's 3 Olafsons running around, right? Because there's the 2
well,
younger.
one
you
fewer
got the
now.
other kids too.
There's 2 younger ones and
Yeah.
then the older one.
Okay. All right. What playbook are you playing?
Hildred is a woman, so she is playing the woman's playbook.
I see.
More. So she is not too old. She's actually younger than Grim Ulfson. So she has stats of 0 versed, 2 young, 1 gendered, and -1 weird.
Okay.
And as she is now leading her family to safety, I've decided that the moves that she's going to have, well, she's got running the house,
Oh, yeah, you run that house.
and
The house you no longer have.
the house I no longer have. Well, home is where the heart is. So
Not quite. You literally have a house. That you just...
fair enough. Okay, and she gets one more, which at this point it's going to be She-Wolf when you defend something you hold dear from violence. Roll plus young.
Oh, man.
And in terms of her relationships, Sigurd, this one is my son. That's a pretty obvious one. Gierny, this one has wronged my family. Bertie Hallettsdotter, I trust this one completely. And Heidi Holdbasin, I know gossip about this one.
What is that gossip?
That he let's see, what is good gossip? I didn't realize I'd have to pick this.
It literally says next to it, what is it?
Yeah, no, well, come on. I made this in like
back.
2 minutes.
We'll jump back to
Okay, we'll jump
to Balder, who's now playing the monster. Rorik. What are your bonds, Rorik?
Well, of course I have one with Gurney because I blamed this one. This one was once a friend of mine, Aitlin. He doesn't like me as much anymore, and I don't like him as much.
It's gonna be really hard to get him involved with this.
You're
he's
in one place
and he's in another.
He's gonna have to Paul Revere.
Yeah.
The Norwegians are coming.
Exactly.
And, well, probably also not going to come into play, but at this late stage. But I did decide that I had plans for this one. High T Hold Basin. I was going to use him as the go-between to sort of set up something, which is probably also not going to do anything. And
I like that.
And
I like bringing Heidi back into it because I feel like he doesn't really do that much, and he so much better.
Mm-hmm. And I've also decided. I also had decided. Hey, Bertie is still alive, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. So that one
Right
doesn't
now.
fail. She used to live in the other village, so I decided that this one has helped me sometime in the past. I'm not entirely certain as to how, but
it could be indirect.
It could be indirect, but I felt I had to have at least one of the players in here just to make sure that some of these bonds could actually do something. But I wasn't really sure. This was a backup basically. Just if things go all battle, all kill everybody character. He wasn't that well thought out. Well, let's see how it goes.
So I think Bertie could have helped you, right? It could have been indirect through Haiti. So Haiti's had some influence in brokering a relationship between the towns, right, and settling the blood feud. I think it's reasonable to say that perhaps at some critical moment where Olaf was sort of standing against the Christians, Bertie said, no, that we need peace between the towns. And that could have been what tipped the scales to allow the church, the Christians, to have a little bit more sway. Something like that.
Okay. You good with that, Thor?
That sounds good. That
All
sounds
right.
very good. Reasonable.
Just want to cut back real quick. What is the gossip about Haiti Hold Basin?
We're gonna say that the gossip about Heidi Hold Basin, former smuggler, right, brokered peace.
Former wrongly accused smuggler. We've been
Wrongly-
dragging his name through the mud for every session. But we
Okay.
started with wrongly accused.
Wrongly accused smuggler.
If you'll remember, he almost became a smuggler, and then the ship he was on blew up.
Yeah.
He swam to shore and was like, well, guess I'm not supposed to be a smuggler.
Yes. Yep, exactly.
Okay. The gossip that I know about Haiti Hold Basin is that, let's see. Talk amongst the women folk is that
Oh, shit.
he is.
I don't want to know what the answer is, but go ahead.
Let's see. No, I don't want to take it there. I don't know. We'll go with something boring. That his ship didn't just blow up. He just jumped. He jumped for shore and swam cowardly after abandoning his friends.
Slandered Heidi Hold
Yeah.
Basin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time.
He's the whipping boy, man. Okay, I think the
Alright.
starting scene. It's happened with Lucy Lawless in Battlestar Galactica, and it happens with
yeah.
Spartacus at the beginning of season 2 of Spartacus. So you'll know when I say, like, when they're about to bring in a special guest star at the end of a season that's going to become a recurring character, they make it really obvious. And so what happens here is we see Bertie Howard's daughter with her back facing towards the town. She's on the dock. And there's a Norwegian soldier that's come out of the water, and she doesn't see him. He's sneaking up, and then all of a sudden, he gets stabbed in the neck, and there's blood on the dagger. And it's the monster holding a bloody dagger, and the soldier's like, oh, and we cut to a view of Alan Tudyk. Rurik O'Hallahan standing there behind Bertie.
Has any of you seen Dollhouse?
Yeah.
The Alan Tudyk's character in Dollhouse? Like, isn't that what we're going for here? Not.
No. I mean, yeah, he's a killer like that, but he looks like what from A Knight's Tale?
Fair enough.
Because in A Knight's Tale, his hair was all up.
I need to go watch that movie now.
What, A Knight's Tale? It's on Netflix.
Have you not seen it, or have you just not seen it recently? Because one is offending, and the other is only slightly offending.
The defender of Italian virginity!
I am sorry. I'm going to have to be offending, and I haven't actually seen it. And my excuse for this one is I'm still waiting for frickin' Netflix to be easily available in Iceland.
Wow.
I am not saying that you should invest in a VPN, because that would probably be illegal, but such things exist.
Yeah.
You
you should also prepare yourself for an amazing amount of beautiful 90s cheese when watching that film. That's amazing.
So good.
I'd like to remind everybody that I do work at a gaming store that has a DVD section that we sort of specialize in what you can't get in Iceland, which is basically just Hollywood dribble. So so basically, I do have a very large collection of very good TV shows and movies and the like, but this is one of those things that just has gone past me, and I need to see it.
Watch it on Netflix.
No, I'll probably just buy the DVD. I'll just order it at the store. I can get it cheap.
Worth your time.
Yeah.
Even the audience is saying how it's one of their favorite movies. And I will add finally that it will rock you. A reference you'll understand shortly.
Oh my
god. At least I haven't done any Frozen references tonight, man.
I know. I was so
holding
happy.
back.
I was just so happy we got a bark side up, bark side down comment in. It's so hard to work those into the natural flow of the episode that I felt like that was just beautifully done.
Wow. I think if we ever run this again, the name of the first episode is going to be Bark Side Up, Bark Side Down.
As long as it starts with a town divided on the border.
Civil War.
Yeah, exactly. On the cusp of civil war.
Okay, let's get back to the action. We have Rurik O'Hallahan meeting with Bertie Howard's daughter on the docks.
And now watch as the Icelander butchers the Irish accent. Hello there, Bertie. It is I, Rurik. It's been a while since I saw you last, and under very different circumstances.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah. It has been some time, thankfully. Last time I saw you, you didn't have to draw your dagger, but nonetheless, I am glad you are here this day, although it is a terrible day.
Oh, it'll be a glorious day indeed. I do not believe I need to draw me dagger again. You see, there's all these lovely crossbows and swords just lying around. Oh, it'd be a shame if they went to waste. Let's just... that one's nice, and this one, excellent. Now I can go and do what I came here to do and murder Gurney in the face.
She sort of perks up.
Gurney.
Hi.
I too have a...
I recognize those keywords in my search phrase.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's why I came here. Actually, it's lucky I caught you in the middle of battle and was able
In
to
the
help.
darkened corners of the blackest places of all of my heart, there is a special place for Gurney.
Ah,
I will
Gurney.
carve her heart from her chest before I see her have her way with my family.
She's going to hell
And-
this very night.
and
Oh,
I think-
believe me.
At that point, she reaches into the what I'm assuming is, fairly not too deep water, or perhaps his axe is embedded in the
Oh,
in the
shit.
pier, and grabs Olaf's Dane axe and sort of hefts it in her hand.
Okay, yeah.
I recognize that as Olaf's. I am sorry. May God watch over him.
She has taken from me the one most dear. I will repay her tenfold for this.
Oh, she has something that she holds dear then? I'm sure we can arrange something.
Wow, this is so fucking cool.
Come, while the night is black and the moon smiles, as my husband would say. Black men for black work, or dark men for dark deeds.
Indeed. I like the way you think, lass.
And she will stalk off towards the longhouse.
All right. I think we're gonna cut over to the slightly less creepy and violent.
I don't know. The bar's been set. Let's see what I can do.
Yeah. So, you're riding with Heidi Holbeson and the families, and Heidi looks back at you kind of questioningly as you ride through the night, soaring, across the Icelandic landscape. It's dark, it's cold, raining, it's hard to see.
Hey, that sounds like Iceland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heidi's like, "Aye, lass, I fear that there shall be little help in the short term. We live in a desolate land, and it's gonna be time. We need time. What's your game plan when we get there?"
My husband sent me here to survive. My game plan is to take care of my children, ensure their safety, and ensure that the adequate help reaches my husband, who is surely fighting on our behalf.
Aye, I'm sure he'll be perfectly fine. I know him to be a good warrior. Him and Olaf Olafsson, you can trust in them.
I know. I'm sure it will not be long now before I see their smiling faces again.
Aye. I feel like that's such an ominous comment that you basically have to die.
Yeah. I've had a running theory
Endure Great Farm. Your horse throws you and you die.
I have a running theory that remind me to
Can
bring
I
up
play three sorry, go ahead.
when we get to the end.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't want to give Arthur any ideas.
Okay. Sure, don't infect me with your ideas. That's fine.
So, Hildred is, I think, a little bit lost in this situation. She's been convinced to take her family to safety, and that's what she's doing. She has absolutely no idea what's gonna greet her when she reaches the town that they're going towards. Aitlin's farmstead, right?
Aitlin's farmstead. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a perfect ceremonial move to use right here. All right, guys, you ready for this? Heidi turns back towards you and says, I didn't think of this, Hildred. Olaf killed... Oh, sorry. Whoa. Olaf killed Aitlin's wife. What do you think he's gonna do when Olaf's child shows up in town, unprotected?
I think that any man who would murder a defenseless child would be one without honor. I would hope that the town would see him for what he is if he should attempt to do any harm to those who have done him no harm.
So he looks at you somewhat uneasily and says, "When it comes to his wife, the man may be far past honor. I would suggest you protect the children well.
I will heed your words well. Or I will heed your words and keep them close to my heart.
We'd need something to protect them, like some sort of lioness or she-wolf. I can't
I
do it.
assure you.
I have to remain neutral in these circumstances, you understand?
Of
I'll
course.
certainly introduce you, but you're going to have to do the negotiating on the behalf of Baldur's Farmstead.
I
As your
understand.
husband.
I am confident that I can convince Aitland to be amenable to our plight.
Have you considered going to the Christians instead? I hear they have some sort of monster out there. Some sort of freak of nature. He's been waiting for years to kill Gurney. This would be the best time to let him off the chains, eh?
That would be indeed. But when my husband returns, I do not think he would be pleased to find me in the company of those who hate our ways. And besides, I am
He
sure
looks
that
at you,
my
he's
daughter.
like, the Christians don't hate our ways.
I'm sure that my daughter's path in the world is going to be at odds with their ways, and I would not see her harmed for what she was born as.
So Heidi just shakes his head and says, fine, you keep your family together and you protect yourself from the scary influence of Christianity. And then he like, yeah, pushes the sorcerer out a little faster and like under his breath he's like, ah, God's damned women. And we'll cut back to team. I don't know what to call you guys. Kill Gurney. Apparently.
Team Murder Hobo?
What's
Yeah.
happening here? Where are you going? What are you doing?
Going towards wherever Gurney is, finding a nice spot, shooting with her crossbow. That's my plan.
Okay, all right. You bust through the front door of the longhouse, where she is partially using the throne as cover, as Norwegian soldiers with hands on sword hilts or pommels question Breki, Jarl of Iceland. He's getting very defensive and red-faced. Who's with you? It's you and Bertie, Hallett's daughter?
Oh no,
Oh.
Bertie is sneaking around the back.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
I'm gonna create the distraction.
You walk in the front door and you just shoot her?
Pretty much.
Okay, let's see here. You have a move that lets you shoot her. No? Okay, you just have it happen. Endure grave harm, please.
Basically, I do have a move. It's the physical challenge. The man move. I'm a man.
Yeah, you are a man, but this isn't a physical challenge. You're literally just killing her.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay. So you want me to endure grave harm? Oh, that's terrible.
The problem with physical challenge is one of the parts of it are honor, and you can't be honorable. So
That is true.
there's no challenge here. You're literally just shooting a defenseless woman in the face.
Yep. That's the plan.
Yeah, so what's happening? Why are you enduring grave harm? One of the soldiers next to the door is immediately reacting to you entering, and you're lining up the shot. He's going to try to stab you in the chest. Either way, you're going to shoot Gurney. That's happening.
Okay. Hang on, just resetting macros for a new character.
I'd like to think that if you had entered the door,
All right, you
maybe
know what? I got a message from Google Hangouts. Yes. Accept the physical challenge. We'll see how that goes. Either way, you're going to have to endure grave harm as a...
Okay.
Yep.
Let's go for that. And
Winning the challenge is shooting her in the face.
I'm going to spend. Here's one thing I really wanted to do. Can we do a flashback scene right now?
What?
before I went to the docks, that was basically my plan because that's how you introduce my character. I was going to stop by her house and take something of hers, as that gives me bond with her.
I don't know.
Just
All right,
basic-
how let it happen? How let it happen? What did you take of hers?
Whatever she left laying around.
Whatever's creepiest for him to
Okay,
steal.
Whatever is freaking
I feel like
creepy.
that is the right answer. Unfortunate as it may be for all of us playing in this awkward time.
There's a jar of blood with something moving around in it, but it's too dark to see what it is.
She doesn't have like a secret Olaf Olafsson doll that looks like a little too well worn.
No.
Excellent. I take that and I spend both my bonds to shoot her in the face.
Okay.
Oh crap!
I literally handed this one to you, and you still fucked it up. Okay.
I roll an 8 though
Okay.
because of Young and the other one. I do manage to shoot her in the face.
You pick two. Which two are you picking? And obviously, you can't pick honorable or admirable.
Yeah. Why would I want to do that anyway? I win the challenge, and
you sure
what was the other?
You don't
Don't
tempt
tempt
fate
fate.
while doing it. So
Um,
if you could actually be dishonored, you would be dishonored. However, I think the next thing is happening is the guy who's stabbing you is just going to follow through.
Is stabbing me.
You're being stabbed. You still need to roll for enduring grave harm here.
Okay. I will roll to endure
And
grave harm.
instead, we're getting a flashback
Oh
scene.
crap!
Yep. We get a flashback scene where, for each of the actions that have happened so far, where someone has tried to disrupt her plane, she's instructed the Norwegian soldiers, like, on the boat coming over here, exactly what's about to happen. She's
I
like,
can't roll for
wait for the
shit.
door to explode inwardly. Whoever steps inside, stab them in the face.
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
roll for shit.
It's fatal and beyond help. You will die by tomorrow morning from blood loss.
That's okay. That's enough for me.
Yeah.
You do actually shoot Gurney and murder her in the face, as you so eloquently put it earlier in the conversation.
I think we're gonna cut to Bertie Hallett's daughter.
Yep.
Bertie, you're breaking in the back door and
Yep.
Coming
She has the assumption that they're going to be at the throne.
yep. When you
Um,
come in,
So she has set her
not
mind.
dead.
She has set her mind to the
Oh.
destruction of Gurney. She will stop at nothing until Gurney is dead. She lays all of the blame upon her.
are you using some sort of move here?
Oh, it seems like I might be, doesn't it? She is
Yeah.
being strong-headed.
So you
ahead.
already rolled that, didn't you, earlier?
I didn't actually roll it ever. I just declared that I was going to do it, and then Arthur cut away from it.
Gotcha.
So since none of that other combat involved Gurney,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
bother
didn't
to
feel
roll
it
it.
was necessary.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll it now.
Okay, let's do it.
13.
All right, so you're getting how much?
A +1 ongoing.
Towards
Oh, fuck.
Gurney's
Yeah,
destruction.
towards Gurney's
Operation
destruction.
Kill Bill here.
That's
This
right.
got pretty serious.
No joke. So, yeah. So she is going to try and sneak in, and being a woman and a shield maiden and not being bound by honor, she is going to take every advantage of stealth and cover in the night,
Of course.
and try and come in the back door and stab Gurney in the back.
Okay, so when you come inside, Gurney is not dead. She has been shot in the face, but it seems like she turned. You saw it happen. She turned just in time. That much like you have that crossbow mark on the face, she too now has a scar on her face, and she seems to be crippled by it. She's like, "Oh gosh, God's my face, Loki! Why have you abandoned me?" And we cut to Bertie Hallett's daughter, like Metal Gear Soliding around a corner, like, ugh. So what are you doing?
I think at at this point she's going to draw Olaf's Dane axe and attempt to cleave Bertie's head square from her shoulders.
I assume you mean Gurney.
Or Gurney, yeah. God, man, I
Cut your. I should have been like, go for it.
the most awkward seppuku ever. Like, is it like a rebounding great axe? Like, I don't even know how that works. Yeah.
You're like Gurney. I hate you so much.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
man.
no, she's enduring grave harm on Gurney.
Okay. All right. Endure grave harm then.
10?
Yeah, you're fine. Pick 2.
So is this happens to me as a result of
Mm-hmm.
giving her grave
So
harm?
what happens is Gurney like calls out to Frecky, and Frecky like tips the seat backward and like combat rolls. Like I know we say that a lot, or at least I do about Pathfinder, but this guy actually just like tilts the chair back and comes out of a roll and like comes up with his weapons ready to block you. This is you pushing past him and killing his wife.
Sure. I mean, I want to take the same 2 that I did before.
Nothing wrong with that.
What's well, 2 bonds with Frecky might not be bad to
Consider
have.
Frecky responsible for the harm? Because earlier you considered Gurney responsible.
Well, this is like for the grave
This is-
harm that she's enduring right now, right?
Right.
You
Yeah.
said that Frecky is the one who back
Gurney's
rolled off.
the one goading him into action. Is Gurney the mastermind behind it all or not? All of you have continually said it's all Gurney.
Well,
I just really like to hate on Gurney.
Yeah.
It's
It's
fun.
fine. It's fine if you believe that it's Frecky. I'm just interested by this shift. I understand it too. I understand like literally the one causing the damage.
Oh yeah, I feel like she blames him for standing.